Welcome back to Beacon Pines, where, rather unfortunately, guys, our favorite friendship fractures. So we basically got into it with Rollo after having turned up later, way later than intended at the treehouse. And we were only late, really, because we got held up by the storm, and we were caught in the storm because we ended up having dinner. We kind of got shanghaied into having dinner with our new friend, Beck. And we know Beck is good peoples, and, you know, we know she's worth it and all, but Rollo hasn't met her yet in this particular timeline, this particular cycle of events, shall we call it. Anyway, we're back here in Luka's room, and we're just going to have to figure out what happens next here. The good news, though, is that we are in Chapter 5 of this particular run-through, which is probably, I think, further than we've come in any of the others. Like, all of the others have ended, like, somehow death or capture or not well. But things are going pretty well so far. So let's carry on.
Luka dug through his old stuff, not even sure what he was looking for.
His ball? Rollo. What a jerk. Call me a bad friend? Oh, I'm Rollo. Look at me and my amazing family. Yeah, that's exactly what they speak like, isn't it? These kids. Can we get anything else out of there? No? I guess I'm just never supposed to make new friends. Weep. Luka?
Gran cooed gently from the hallway.
You sleep straight through breakfast? Luka, are you alright? I'm fine. Just don't feel like getting up yet. Okay, I'll leave this oatmeal by the door. I've got to run out and take care of some things. Okay. I'll be back later to check in. Sure.
Luka just wanted to be alone. He waited to hear the sound of the front door closing.
I bet Rollo's still gonna go to the festival. He's gonna be miserable.
Luka dozed off again.
Luka, I see you didn't eat your oatmeal. Wasn't hungry. Well, just in case you get hungry, I'll leave a sandwich here too. Thanks. Rollo came by. What did he say? He wanted to talk to you. What did you say? I told him you weren't feeling well. Good. So your plan is to just sit in your room all day? Pretty much. Well, I need to pop away for a minute. If you decide to end your pity party and go outside, I think it'd do you some good. Noted.
Luka still couldn't bring himself to go out. Besides, if he ran into Rollo, he'd have to actually confront the situation.
And we know the kids are not very good at that. If Rollo thinks I'm still gonna go to the festival with him, he can shove it. Okay, so we're still gonna be obstinate. There's never anything interesting at the festival anyway. Are we being directed to the book about football? Or no, we need to get the football to knock that over. Oh, okay. Come on, we can do this, guys. We can do this. Back of the net. Let's bend it like Beckham. Come on. Look at that. Come on. Guys, this is why you watch this show. Come on.
The Adventures of Hank Atomic.
The complete first volume.
Luka carefully opened the cover and began to read. Rollo had received it for his birthday, a special hardcover edition with behind-the-scenes commentary and bonus art. Rollo cherished it, but asked that Luka keep it at his house. Luka wasn't sure if it was because Rollo didn't trust himself with it, didn't trust his sister around it, or just wanted an excuse to come hang out at Luka's more often. Whatever the reason, Luka didn't mind. But it had stayed right there where Rollo had stashed it ever since. Now, at the foot of his bed, Luka lost himself in the pages. He'd read it all before, but at this moment, it somehow felt sentimental. He was well into issue number 5 when he heard soft footsteps from the hallway.
Luka? Another little friend came to see you. A girl named Beck Meowdwill. Modwill? Yeah, Modwill. She said you met yesterday. What did she say? Is she here? She was just dropping by. I told her you weren't taking visitors today. Oh. She seems nice. Yeah. You had a fight with Rollo, didn't you? Can I come in? Maybe later. Alright then. I'll leave dinner on the kitchen table, in case you want a bite before bedtime.
Without realizing it, Luka had pouted away the entire afternoon. He once again felt the weight of it all, and allowed his weary eyes to close. Luka stood in a vast black expanse. He looked up at his father standing beside him. Walt was working a straw at the bottom of a fountain glass, trying to collect the last bits of milkshake. Dad, where are we? Taking a final loud gurgling sip, his father peered up from the glass. He jangled the straw playfully with a warm smile, then lifted the empty glass as if to point into the darkness. The source. Luka's eyes followed his father's gesture. In an instant, he was sitting in front of a blazing campfire. Across from him sat a large figure in a yellow hazmat suit. The figure's voice was a scratchy echo. Well, if it isn't the man of the hour, make yourself comfortable. Luka held his shivering hands over the flame to warm himself. It doesn't work that way here. Their yellow-gloved hand pointed to the base of the flame. It's a cold flame, see? Luka peered at the base of the fire. It wasn't wood that was burning. It was Beacon Pines itself. Tiny buildings, freezing and crumbling as they were consumed by flame. Luka could see small shadows moving in the burning city. People. Luka leapt to his feet. We've got to help them! The figure gave a dismissive wave of their hand. Why waste energy helping people who can't even help themselves? The figure bent down to examine the panicked crowd as they desperately tried to stop the flames. They only care about what's right in front of them. Not like us. Luka's voice was a trembling whisper. Us? The figure slowly stood up, grabbing its helmet with both hands. With a jolt and a twist, the suit emitted a gasp. A cloud of torpid mist escaped, slowly revealing the face within. Luka's own face looked back at him. Older, worn, distant. The sensation was oddly familiar, as if he'd caught his own reflection by surprise in the mirror. The doppelganger smiled. I tried to help once. He gestured towards his face. And all it got me was this. Luka staggered back. You aren't me. Luka felt a hand catch his shoulder. His father was there again, beside him. Every choice sets us on a path. This is the end of one of your paths, son. Luka watched his older self shake its head ruefully, its face twisting into a cruel grin. Welp, Dad, if you wanted him to see this, far be it from me to disappoint. Luka watched in shock as the figure took a confident step forward and plunged into the flames. In a flash of cold light, he was gone. What does all of this mean? Luka felt a reassuring squeeze on his shoulder. Just remember, why we choose matters just as much as what we choose. Luka woke up to see a hazy figure at the foot of his bed, silhouetted in the morning sun.
Mom? No, dear. It's only Gran.
Luka rubbed his eyes. The kind, concerned face of his gran came into focus.
How are you feeling? Fine. Anything you want to talk about? I don't feel like talking. That's just as well. How about you sit there and listen a bit? Whatever you and Rollo fought about doesn't matter. But he...
Gran silenced Luka with a gentle pat on the leg.
Fights between friends happen. What was said doesn't matter. The important thing is that it's not the last thing you ever say to each other. But he said stuff about Dad. Well, do you think he meant it? No. He was just mad. And did you mean any of the things you said to him? No. Good. One must appreciate friends in their best moments and accept them in their worst. Aww. Now get your little butt out of bed. The festival's today. You don't want to miss that, do you? I guess not. Seems like a good opportunity to make amends with Rollo, doesn't it?
Luka gave a reluctant nod.
So buy him a corn dog and apologize. But he's the one that... What did I just say? Buy him a corn dog. That's a good boy. Everything's better with corn dogs. I need to get going now. Got some last-minute festival business to take care of. I'll come find you at the fountain a little after lunch. All right. I love you, Luka. Love you too. Aww. Sage
Luka
words
took
from
a deep
Gran.
breath.
Okay.
Chapter 6.
Bloomin' heck, we made it to chapter 6.
Through thick and thin. Despite Luka's bitterness, Gran was right. He needed to hash things out with Rollo. A big fight changes the nature of a friendship. Whether, in the end, it is for the better or for the worse, all comes down to understanding. If one is not careful, the same familiarity that builds the strongest of bonds can become the wrecking ball that shatters them. Luka emerged from seclusion, taking in the crisp festival air. But the events of the day weren't on his mind. He had to find Rollo.
Okay, where would Rollo be? Should we check up here first? Nope. Would he be most likely at the treehouse? There you are. Luka. Rollo wanted me to tell you something. What is it?
Roxy rolled her eyes, shaking her head.
A space adventure, though you needn't buy it. If ye be brave, go somewhere quiet. Roxy, I don't... It's a riddle, Luka. My goofy little brother wants you to find him.
Luka looked down and kicked at the dirt.
Look, I know you two had a fight. The only thing more annoying than my little brother is my little brother without his best friend. So I'm doing him this one favor. Now, I need one favor from you. Whatever it is that went down between you two, squash it. Aww. Look at this. Everyone needs this friendship to work. A space adventure, though you needn't buy it. If you be brave, go somewhere quiet. I've got an idea straight away, guys. Where do you not need to buy anything? Any adventures? And where do you go that is quiet? I'm thinking the library. Unique New York. Huh? Oh, don't mind me. Just warming up for my big ceremony speech.
Mr. Kerr pointed to his grinning mouth.
Gotta limber up the old gab box. You nervous? Oh, heavens no. Well, break a leg. Give me the... Dear oh dear. How goes the beetle hunt? Pretty rotten. I haven't seen so much as an... excuvier. And it's not just the beetles. This morning, I couldn't find any critters at all. It's like everything that buzzes or skitters just packed up and left. I'm sure they're out there somewhere. Maybe all the commotion of the festival just spooked him. Yeah, maybe that's it. Welcome to our festival. Don't forget to come back later for Mr. Kerr's speech. At the Perennial Harvest Festival sign reveal. You don't want to miss it. What do you think they've done with the sign? Come on, can we not talk to this guy? I guess not. I don't know who Perennial Harvest thinks they're impressing with this ridiculous festival. Totally. The town's still falling apart, the weather's still cruddy, and this season's harvest looks like it's gonna be worse than last year's. You said it. No amount of corporate pandering is gonna change any of that. Exactly. but the lemonade at the drink stand over there does look pretty tasty. Fitz. I'm still gonna be mad at them. I'd just rather be mad while slipping some delicious lemonade is all. Fitz, the pragmatist, knows what it is. Ain't moving. There's Iggy and Tish. Ha ha ha, every single time. Yep. Wait for it. Unexplained sound once again noted. They're messing with them. Like clockwork. What a bunch of drones. Haha. Well done, Iggy, well done.
Jeff was staring into the distance with a wistful look.
Hey, Jeff, everything okay? Everything alright? Huh? Yeah, everything's fine. I mean, used to be fine. Why do I get the feeling that Jeff... I feel like he would speak like some old, like, prospector or something like that there. I might try that. Just ain't right these days, you know? I really do, actually.
Jeff turned to Luka with a furrowed brow, then gave an understanding nod.
You do, don't you?
For a moment, the two now shared that same wistful gaze.
Okay. Well, not much going on. More of these talking heads, a most welcoming of welcomes. Would you like to share your thoughts? We always strive to improve. Nope. Them and their goddamn clipboard questionnaires. This is the first time I've seen this many smiling faces since the fall harvest. I had my doubts about the perennial harvest, but I must admit they do put on a nice party. Okay, what's this? This lady doesn't have anything to say. Look at that. Look at that. Do these guys have anything to say? Hey, Luka. How's Griffin doing? What? Oh, nothing.
Sorry all became flesh.
Just pretend I didn't say anything. Griffin? What? What was that? What is Griffin? Piper, you're actually taking a break from studying? I wanted to see what all the festival fuss was about. But I can't help but notice you still brought your backpack full of books. Luka, backpacks can carry a lot more than just books. True. So what you got in there? Books. Of course. And the mayor? I was able to return the perennial harvest safety suit you borrowed. I don't think anyone noticed. Good. Now, will you tell me what you needed it for? It was a favor for an enemy of my enemy. This isn't going to harm Mr. Kerr, is it? All you need to know is that it's for the good of the family. What are they scheming? All the scheming, guys, honestly. Too much scheming. Hey, Bert. Luka, did you know that Beacon Pines is actually unincorporated? A lot of people don't know that. Wow. Yeah, I didn't know that. What does that mean? It means most public works are handled internally. We do all the pipelines, the water treatment, building regulations. That's great. Census taking. Emergency services. Good man, Bert, honestly. Hey, Luka. So you're done at the library? Huh? Oh, nothing.
Griffin looked away suspiciously.
Nothing at all. Yeah, without doubt, it's the library. I didn't think the others would spill the beans like this on Rollo. But, I've got a question for you. What do you think this whole festival is for? The way I figure it, Perennial Harvest is trying to win over the town. Like a bribe, but with balloons. Cynical. I like where your head's at. That's what I assumed at first too, until I eavesdropped on a couple of gossipy clipboards. What if I told you that this whole thing is really a special shindig for a super secret guest of honor? A special guest? Who? I haven't dug that deep yet, but whoever it is, PH thinks they're a big deal. That is curious, because if Perennial Harvest is opening it, then it can't... I mean, yeah, who would it be? probably not someone we've met yet. So... yeah, that's curious. The library, somewhere quiet. Of course, our sleuthing abilities way more advanced than Luka's. Hey, Luka.
Kato's eyes lit with excitement.
I've been expecting you. Bravo on deciphering the first riddle. Wait, there's more than one? The first? Oh, you didn't think that was all, did you? Rollo does go all out, doesn't he?
Kato straightened up and cleared his throat as if preparing to sing.
Ahem. O planet Farpul, you may take issue. When the fifth king dies, you'll need a tissue.
Kato stared at Luka eagerly.
Get it? Want me to tell you? No, it's okay. Let me figure it out. Alright, when you find it, bring it here to be verified. And if you decide you want a hint, the offer still stands. On planet Farpul, you may take issue. When the fifth king dies, you'll need a tissue. Alright, so it has to be a comic, right?
Luka grabbed The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue number 5, from the shelf.
Once you've got a book, you can either bring it to me, or just grab a different one.
Luka grabbed The Adventures of Hank...
No, we want number 5.
Luka grabbed The Adventures...
Okay, let's try this. Ah, you found it.
Kato removed his book from the desk and replaced it with Luka's, turning on the lamp. As he slid the book under the purple light, 2 words glowed. The Adventures of Hank Atomic, issue 5. Luka clicked his tongue with recognition.
Rollo's cipher pen. He used to write secret messages everywhere with that. And only I had the special flashlight needed to reveal it. But I lost it. Well, apparently he traded Jeff for this purple light bulb. Parted with his entire Halloween candy stash. Oh, Rollo. Now, let's see here.
Kato began flipping through the pages, stopping when he hit a glowing word.
Get away with such a grift.
He continued flipping.
Only found in... grub. Cart.
Reaching the end of the book, Kato looked up.
That's it. Grift. In... grub. Cart. Griffin. Griffin's grub cart. He wants me to go to Griffin's snack stand. Ah, brilliant. I guess you're off then. Good luck on the rest of the scavenger hunt. Thanks, Kato. Go to Griffin's snack stand, okay? Can we talk to Jace? Hey, Jace. Still working through the newest Hank Atomic? You know it. Some fascinating canon toward the end. Did you know Hank Atomic's shrink array doesn't technically shrink stuff? It uses inverse quantum particle decay to literally grow the entire universe around an object, leaving that object unaltered. So it just looks shrunk compared to everything else? Bingo. That's wild. But Jace, no spoilers please. Oh right, sorry. God damn it, Jace with the spoilers. Come on. Someone has to talk to this kid. Alright. This... wait, can we just check this way quickly? Maybe pop in to say hi to Beck? Perhaps? Let's just see. No. Okay, now is not a pop in to see Beck kind of moment. Now is categorically a go and find Rollo moment. Go and finish the scavenger hunt. So yeah, let's go and focus on that, I think. Right, so Griffin's grub cart. So was that... where was that? That's down this way, right? Must be. Right? No? Smack. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know we could, No, that's not it. Where's the grub cart, then? Oh, sorry, this is Griffin. Ugh, what am I like? Hey, Griffin. Did Rollo come?
Before Luka could finish his sentence, Griffin handed him a corn dog.
Oh, that's it? Bought and paid for. Enjoy. I thought that was supposed to be a riddle or something.
Luka shrugged, taking a sizable bite out of the corn dog.
Yuck! It's cold! Oh, yeah. That's been sitting there for a while. Rollo wanted me to be sure to give you that one specifically. Well, that's just...
Luka tongued at his cheeks, feeling something rough between his teeth. He reached into his mouth and pulled out a slip of paper.
Oh, come on.
He shook off the bits of corn dog to read the slip.
A pickup when you need some pep. Near the fountain upon the step.
Luka finished off the remainder of the corn dog.
This is getting to be a whole thing. A pickup when you need some pep. Near the fountain up the step. Okay, where's the fountain? Near the fountain, up the step. Pick up like a coffee. Like a coffee, like here? Is that what it means? Whoa. No, it must be here, right? There you are, Luka. There's no way I'm actually doing this. It's way below my pay grade. Oh, come on, you big stiff. Let the kids have some fun. Fine. But Rollo owes me one.
Lumi waved his hands around sarcastically as he began.
What takes flight but has no wings? Your final task a friendship brings. See, that wasn't so hard. Aw. Ugh, I feel cheapened somehow. I think it's sweet. What takes flight but has no wings? Your final task a friendship brings. What takes flight but has no wings? Good luck, Luka. Balloons! Hey. Hey. Did you find the comic book? Yep. And you got the corn dog? Yeah. Well then. I know it doesn't make up for what I said, but here, you've earned this.
Rollo sheepishly handed Luka the balloons.
Oh, Rollo, that's so nice. Oh. Flight. Thanks. You didn't have to go to all this trouble. I'm sorry I got so mad. Dang it, you were supposed to let me apologize first. Oh, sorry. Now you've apologized twice before me. Just let me do this. Luka, I'm really sorry. With everything that's happened with your mom and all, I've always wanted to be there for you. Be a good friend, you know? When you said you were hanging out with someone else, I kind of freaked out. Rollo, still my turn. I felt like if you needed some new friend to help you, it meant that I wasn't good enough. But that was selfish and wrong. I was wrong. I'm so sorry, Luka. Aww. Okay, apology over. You can talk now.
Luka threw himself at Rollo, hugging him as tightly as he could.
Oh, that's it. Well done. That's what this is about, guys. The power of friendship. Rollo, I don't deserve you. I don't deserve you either. That's why we deserve each other. So, what else do you want to do today? We could snoop around and try to find some info about your mom. Snoop where? We could probably sneak into Perennial Harvest HQ while everyone's at the festival. Aren't you curious about all the stuff those clipboards write down? What if we get caught? I think I've had enough excitement for 1 week. Let's just make the rest of the day about us. Really? Yeah, the rest of the world can wait one more day. You know, I've been wanting to get some work done on the MCDC admission control. The aim is a bit unpredictable. That sounds perfect. Head to the treehouse, right. In fact, we were meant to update Rollo on what we saw at the warehouse. We still haven't actually done that yet, have we? Okay, we don't need to speak to Roxy. Let's go straight to the treehouse. Oh, I almost forgot. I ran into your gran this morning. She asked me to give you this.
Rollo handed Luka an unopened letter.
I'll wait for you inside if you want to read it now. A letter?
Luka. Some things are going to happen that might be difficult for you to understand.
Oh?
If I am honest, I hardly understand them myself. But whatever happens, I need you to know that I love you.
So, is this maybe something Gran? Is this maybe part of Gran's plan? What was it, Operation Spark Plug, that she was planning with Mrs. Fratelli and... what was the other one? Mr. Tolliver? Maybe?
None of this is fair to you. You have already lost so much. We both have. I wish there was a simpler way forward. But if there is, I haven't thought of it. God knows I've tried. Everything I've done, I did for you. I hope someday you can accept that. Love, Gran.
I love you too, Gran.
Luka folded the paper into his pocket and headed up the ladder.
Man, that better not have been some kind of farewell letter. What's with the letter? Anything you want to talk about? Maybe later. Sure, whenever you want. Oh, so they're just gonna chill for a bit. That's cool. You know, you really didn't have to go to all the trouble just to apologize. I know, but we'd been looking forward to the festival for weeks. After I ruined everything with my big mouth, this was the best way to make sure you still had a good time without me. Rolo.
Luka was at a loss for words, but that was fine. Words aren't always necessary.
The festival seemed nice. Was it nice? We can still go. Nah, this is fine. Well, there's always next year.
Sadly, this was untrue.
Oh.
A distant rumble shook the treehouse.
Huh? What was that? Oh man, we missed the fireworks.
It was not fireworks. It was something the boys couldn't possibly comprehend. Something as old and cruel as time itself.
Oh. What?
A shockwave of cold tore through the room. A bitter, unfathomable chill. Before they could react, it encased them in ice. Two boys, reunited by friendship, only to be cruelly separated by a malevolence beyond reason. And so, our story ends on this melancholy scene.
What the hell?
In a silent treehouse turned statuary, in a town brought low by its secrets, sits a pair of friends, alone, together.
What the hell?
For the rest of time. The end. No, that can't be the ending. It simply can't. I won't accept it, and I hope you won't either. There are more endings, more possibilities. I can feel it. We are just going to have to sort through them all until we find the one that fits.
Okay. We have more possibilities now. That's interesting. We've got flight in this particular scenario. Or we've got break in this one. Okay, so we've got options now. Let's go with... which one should we try? Yeah, let's go back to the other world. We're gonna have to differentiate these different world lines. So we have the without Luka line, without Rolo world line, and we have the with Rolo world line. So let's go back to this one here and see what happens when we get cornered, and we are with Beck. No, not Beck. With Iggy, and instead of fighting, what if we choose flight? Okay.
Luka drew himself up and decided to take the only option they had left. Flight. He squinted down the barrel of the mission control defense cannon, aiming it through an opening in the dense tree branches. He looked up with surprise as it struck true and taut.
Wow, I can't believe that worked. Hey, Mr. Kerr. We'd love to hear your thoughts, but I'm afraid we have places to be. Come on, Iggy. See ya, jerks. Fine. We know where that leads them. This way. We'll take the tunnels.
Luka and Iggy winced as they sprinted through the thicket. The branches clawed at them, reluctant to give passage. After what felt like a marathon, Luka stopped in his tracks as they reached the clearing. What the? That was all he was able to say before Iggy slammed into his back. The boys tumbled down a steep decline and crashed with a wheezing thud on a surface as hard as ice. In fact, it was ice. Chapter 5. Signs. They stood silently, catching their breath. The sky was like sapphire. With each breath, a plume of steam escaped from Luka's lungs. Let's keep moving. Luka pulled Iggy to his feet as they gazed across a snowy terrain.
That was actually pretty badass. Uh-huh. I think we lost him. Are we up in the mountains? I don't think so. If anything, we went downhill. Then what's up with the Winter Wonderland? All we know is there's no going back the way we came. Let's see if we can get our bearings. Follow me. Find a way home. Okay. Well then, guys, I think we're going to be taking a quick break here. When we get back, we're going to be exploring what is going on in this with Rolo world line and seeing what is going on. But that's all for now. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.